Hi, if you're a business owner and you need to work with many employees and find the right one at the right time, stick around because my today's guest has done it and they have a system how to achieve this result. She is a creative, strategic thinker and connector. Please help me welcome Jenn Oswald. Welcome, Jenn.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
Yeah, I think, well, my first job in people was in college, and just understanding that there's data around people, and there's like an art and the science to people is kind of what inspired me. But the person that inspired me the most was a mentor that I had in my first job, and his name was Jim Haney. Um, and then I think today, who inspires me are the people that I work with, the employees that we have. I think great ideas can come from anywhere, and so it's awesome to be inspired daily by others.
What are top three mistakes to avoid?
As it relates to people, I think that when you're early stage startup or you're hiring, your first couple employees, um, just like be really thoughtful about what you need now and what you need long term. So don't think too short term. I think avoid, as an entrepreneur, I think avoid getting too many opinions from other people. Sometimes you just have to go with your idea, because a lot of people are going to tell you you're doing it wrong or should do it differently, and you could waste a lot of time on that. And then kind of counterintuitively to what I just said is make sure that you do have, some type of advisor, that you trust, that has your best interest, and your business's best interest in heart, that you can listen to. So don't listen to too many people, but don't listen to no one either.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
Yeah, I mean, ooh, my greatest failure story, I think, is when I owned my own business and I decided that it was time to exit, um, and I had decided to potentially sell, and was in the middle of an exit, and that fell through. Um, and I kind of didn't know what to do. So I felt like, that's what every entrepreneur dreams of, right? Is like having a successful exit. And so what I learned is that a successful exit can look different for different people. So it doesn't have to be the way the rest of the world defines it. So I did end up exiting my company and sold part of it. Um, and so for me, that was a successful exit, and I ended up transitioning back into working, with other companies full time versus, owning my own. I learned so much from that, and so my greatest failure is also probably, my greatest success.
What are your top three success secrets that others can model from?
Yeah, I think listen. So when you're talking with customers or you're talking with your employees, listen to what they're saying. That doesn't mean you have to take action on it, but listen, like really be present. I think Don't be afraid to be bold. I think that that's something that goes a long way and can be a difference maker. And then I think also to be genuine. I think people really seek out other people that they can connect with and do relate to genuine people and genuine stories. So don't try and be somebody you're not.
We're entering into short questions and quick answers. That is called speed round. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Hit me.
What is the most impactful business book you read, and what did you learn from it?
Okay, so I'm going with Scaling Up and learning how to set up the operational system of a business. I have a second one too. Radical Candor, which is all about communication styles. Both are must reads.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh man, being a great person, honestly.
How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
I meditate.
Once you have a revenue generating idea, how do you convince your significant other?
Well, my dog is pretty easy to convince, so he just lets me go with it. I don't have a significant other, so I don't have any convincing to do.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I wanted to be a marine biologist originally.
What are you grateful for today?
Oh, my health.
Who is your living mentor and what is the impact they have on you?
Living mentor, Jim Haney, and he's impacted kind of every leadership decision I've ever made. I always think, what would Jim do?
Why is being impactful important to you?
I think part of being impactful is making a difference. And that's important to me because it's you make real differences in people's lives.
How do you start your day?
I start my day by meditating, and then I take my dogs for a walk, and then I start with emails.
Who is your ideal client or your company ideal client?
Yeah, our ideal client is a company that's scaling or hiring a lot of people as we make the hiring process much smarter.
What is the advice you would give to your younger self?
Probably take more chances. Don't be afraid to take bigger chances.
How can we support you?
I think just by having this entrepreneurial community makes a great deal, and I think just continue to spread the word on Good Time and how we can help other entrepreneurial companies.
If you like to describe a little bit about the Good Time, what does it mean? How you connect people, find you better employees?
Yeah. So essentially, what Good Time does is we help people find a good time to meet in a few different ways. So we have two tools. One is called Good Time Hire, and that is artificial intelligence scheduling tool that also helps with your diversity and inclusion and your training, your interview training. So it's really like 4 or 5 tools in one, and it makes sure that you have the right interviewer at the right time, about the right subject. And so essentially that's what makes the meeting smart. The other tool that we have is really awesome for all of you solopreneurs or smaller companies out there. It's called Good Time Meet. It is a free product, and it is a scheduling tool designed to make your meetings smarter. And we have a lot of product enhancements coming out on that. So it's a great way to even do your interview scheduling if you don't need the big full product.
What would you say about your guest experience on the show today?
Well, I think great communication, great preparation. My dog says thank you as well. So yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you for having me.
What would you say as a final word?
Stick with it. All good things or sometimes happen when people are about ready to give up. So see it through to the other side, and things will be great.
Thank you, Jenn Oswald, for your time and wisdom. On the behalf of Entrepreneur Empowerment Club and our entire team, we really appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I hope our path cross again with another amazing topic. And until then, you have a wonderful time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.